Hello, bonjour, namaste, ni hao, and ohio, everybody. What is going on? It is Gale right here, and today we're back again with another Danmachi Memoria Freeze video, and we're doing the Ottarl Wreck-It Buster stage. So, of course, if you guys go on to enjoy today's video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comment section down below, how are you guys faring against Ottarl? Are you guys doing well? Do you guys think you could do better? Let me know in the comment section down below. Put down your scores in the comment section, and we can compare and contrast and see how everybody is doing. Now, before we get into the fight, let's check out what Ottarl does in terms of ailment, and along with it, I will confirm right here, right now, before we even get into the second part of the video, which is of course the fight itself. I am going to be taking the light team into the stage. But yes, Ottarl is inflicting stun, and therefore we need to make sure that everybody has stun anklets. I'm pretty sure I've already given them stun anklets. I was kind of prepared in advance because I assumed it was going to be stun. I didn't want us to wait and, waste time just putting, glorious anklets on every single character. But also, the reason why I'm taking the light team, and the reason why I say the light team is by and far away the best PvE team, is because of its consistency. If you look at this team, right, it's filled with physical DPS units. The only magic unit is Haruhime, but she's a support unit. She's not meant to deal damage. She's meant to support the rest of the team. Whereas if you look at some of the closer teams to the light team, you look at the likes of the wind team, the fire team, I think those two teams are the closest when it comes to the best options possible for PvE content. They're very much all over the place when it comes to physical and magic units. There are good units for both, but you kind of have to hybridize them to make the best team possible there. I feel like if you give them a more consistent setup, a more physical focus setup, or a more magic focus setup, I think you can see the teams being far superior right then and there. Honestly, I think the fire team can take over the light team. The problem is the hybrid teams just don't match up to the complete physical teams, or the complete magic teams, the mono teams, because of the fact that they have to use more assists, and that takes up an assist slot, which can be a little bit of an issue. So yeah, that's something to bear in mind. Quickly before we get in though, let's check out the equipments quickly just to make sure. Yeah, sunrise. Okay, beautiful. Let's get into the fight and let's check out what this boss is capable of doing. Now, I did see that the recommended element was earth, of course, right? So this means that you will probably want to run something like Tione, of course the new Tione, Mia, probably like the likes of Lazar, the Earth Lafia, and so on and so forth, of course, right? And if you take a look right here, yeah, there is an inherent magic res down, as well as a minus 40% Earth res. We will be checking out the best teams later on after the fight is done, after my round is done, and we'll check out what the scores are looking like and what the top scores are with what teams they're running and stuff like that. But yes, you're probably going to want to run the likes of Tione, you're going to want to run the likes of Mia, you're going to want to run the likes of the Earth Magic Lafia that we got during the Xenos reverse event, and a lot of people actually got a copy of her recently with the login bonus. You want to run units like that primarily, I would say, against this Ottarl. Now, like always, we will start off with Leading Spear. We'll start buffing everybody up. Now, the main thing to note when it comes to this Ottarl, right, is that a lot of his gimmicks are reliant on turns 4 and turns 8, where he strips away your buffs. Realistically, he doesn't have that many other gimmicks realistically, and you can kind of get away with a lot of what he does, to be quite honest, because honestly, like I said, it's just there's not much to him, to be quite honest. He doesn't like increase his magic. He doesn't give himself magic buffs or anything of that sort. It's very straightforward. It is very, very straightforward as to what he does. So honestly, most people will be able to get away with it, to be quite honest. All right, let's use Sakuna here. We'll use Warblade, and we'll use Holy Thrust right here, and let's let it rip, right? Let's let it rip. So Sakuna goes off. Warblade, 1.8 million. Beautiful. 1.82 million, I should say, even. Very, very nice. All right. Getting the damage there. Now we'll use Migiri to be able to extend the status debuffs on the enemy, because of course, remember that right now, the next turn, on turn 5, we will have to reapply all our buffs. On turn 5 is when we have to reapply all our buffs. So let's launch right as it is right now, and let's see what we can cook, basically. All right, so Strike of Extermination is popping off. Migiri goes off, Holy Thrust goes off. We're dealing at least some damage there, which is nice. But yes, because he doesn't strip away his own debuffs is the reason why I decided to take Astraeus, because he gives us that 40% AoE damage increase, which isn't the greatest in the grand scheme of things, right? When you think about it, it's not like, oh my god, it's revolutionary or anything. But what it does is of course gives that extra bit of leeway to the rest of the team to be able to effectively extract the most potential. Now, I could have probably done something there that could have made this run a little bit better, and I might input that into the next run that I do, and that is making sure that Finn uses his special arts on turn 4. I think that was something I missed a trick on. I keep forgetting to do that. But what that does is, right, because of his additional action, he will be able to give a really solid buff to everybody right after this turn. So I think if I had done the special arts, of course, since I haven't done it, I'm gonna have to stick with what I've done so far, and we're gonna have to just revert back to a little bit of the basics and do a more basic run than what I usually do normally. But again, this is the reason why you do multiple runs on Record Buster. Obviously, you don't need to do more than, like, I would say 3 runs, to be quite honest, because the first run is always a run to just gauge the team, see if there are any changes needed to be made, any improvements that could be made. And then the second run is basically your near peak performance, like your 99 percentile performance, basically. And then that 1% can be extracted from the third run. That's the way I always perceive it, of course, right? And of course, you can obviously also do a thing where you effectively try and maximize your runs by making sure that you get the right crits and penetrations. And if even one thing goes wrong, you'll restart the run. You could do that, but I don't think it's that necessary, especially in this game, to be quite honest. With the ranking system and everything, I think most people will be able to get away with a little less damage if it's not needed, you know what I mean? So I think that's the one thing to note when it comes to this, to be quite honest. All right, so now I'm gonna use Finn special arts here. We're gonna use Megiri, we're gonna use Warblade, and we're gonna use Holy Thrust here. Yeah, okay, let's see what we're cooking. So 2.4 million goes off there. I could have probably used another special arts with Bell, maybe. I think that could have been smart. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we're getting another special arts ready with Haruhime for this next turn, because on turn 8, he strips away our buffs at the end of turn 8, and at the start of turn 9, we don't have any buffs, right? So we want to reapply all the buffs with Haruhime. With her special arts, 120%, obviously 120% STR magic and SA gauge charge increase by 44%. We will also use Indomitable Sword, Agios, and of course Leading Spear. And let's see how we fare at the end of this fight. It's going to be very interesting. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen here. I think I could have probably... Ooh, the damage is going to be a bit naughty. I'm not going to lie. The damage is a little bit naughty. Alright. Okay, so that's a bit of an issue. Yeah, that was a little bit of a concern I had, honestly. Okay, good to note that Fianna is struggling a little bit in terms of damage. Okay, that's good to note. All right, beautiful. That's okay. That's okay. We could probably use a triple special arts here, to be quite honest. I think we might just use a triple special arts here. Okay, so we'll use Megiri here. We'll use a triple special arts, and let's see what we can cook with this now. A triple special arts right now, I think, is very important for us to launch. So 4.34 million. Let's see how much damage we get from Bell. 5 million nearly? Because Bell always does way more damage. It's crazy. 5.8 million. That's crazy, bro. That is honestly nuts. But that also allows Fianna's MP to come back as well. So we will not have any issues later on in the fight, deep into the fight. And I think that'll allow us to get a little bit of protection. I feel like this fight could have been gone a bit better, to be quite honest. I think I kind of... slacked a little bit in certain positions, I feel like, especially at the start of the fight. I think that was a bit of a misplay from my end, to be quite honest. But yeah, I think you know, it is what it is. It happens. The misplays do happen. I think I could have done a little bit better there, to be quite honest, but it's okay. We move, we'll keep attacking. Let's see what we can cook here. Now, I hope I don't lose a unit on turn 13, because obviously he's going to launch a big special arts here, Otarl that is, and that is going to be a little bit hefty, I feel, in terms of damage. We might have to use Sakuna to recover some of my HP back, but we will see if it's needed. It is definitely needed. I think we will need that. We will definitely need it. I do not want to risk it. I do not want to risk losing a unit, to be quite honest. I really don't. So I'm going to just make sure I use Sakuna to make sure I get my HP back. And we're gonna basically be fine from here on out. I'm gonna do a double special arts with Finn and Bell on turn 15. So that'll be pretty much us sorted out. We're gonna use Megiri here, Piercing Spear, Warblade, and Holy Thrust. There we go. Let's see now. 2.65 million, 1.7 million, and then we can launch the special arts on the last turn, which will help us out tremendously. But yeah, I think some of the changes I would have probably made to this run is on turn 4, I would have done a special arts with Finn. On turn 7 or turn 8, I would have done a special arts with Finn and Belle. And then on turn 9, I would have done a special arts with Haruhime, I would have said. I think that would have been the way I would have done things, to be quite honest, to make sure that we would have had the right... We're gonna do another run. We're gonna do another run because I messed this run up big time. How did I forget to use the special arts? I thought we were on turn... I generally thought we were on turn 14. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were on turn 14. The heat is getting to me. It's very hot right now. The heat is definitely getting to me. I'm still first in my ladder, but I guess it's because not many people have run just yet. Top 100 though, but again, it's very early days. It's only Friday, right? A lot of people will only start scoring on like Mondays and Tuesdays, most likely. So let's see what Draxus has. I'm curious here. So okay, interesting. Okay. So I assume Filvis is a DPS unit. I think he's using Haruhime as a substitute unit, as well as Finn. Otaro will come in from the back basically as well. So yeah, this is the one of the teams you could make. I'm surprised at the team build there, to be quite honest. Low-key though. But yeah, no, I guess it makes sense. It does make sense, I guess. It does make sense. Let's take a look at Fenn's team. Fenn, what is he running? Similar team. Yeah, I think everybody's running a very similar team. So wait, 1 second. What is this right now? 1 second. Interesting. So he's using Riveria instead of Filvis. Interesting. Okay. Similar team though, composition. Let's take a look at one of the lower ones like Naya. Let's see what are they running? The light team, but again with a good backline in the form of Kaguya. Ooh, I could do that run where I use Fianna to get me that 50% damage boost. I think we can try and do that. Let's try and do that. I think I can probably do that. It's going to be very, very tricky. It is not going to be easy, but I think I can do it. Where's Fianna? There she is. So what I do with Fianna, and this is a bit of a different ability to use basically. So we go here and we'll give her the... and this is the second method that you can employ. It's a little bit more complicated, and I feel like not many people will necessarily do it, to be quite honest, because it's a bit tricky. But this is another composition that you could do in theory, and be able to get a little bit out of it as well. So let's keep it as is, I think, for now. And we're gonna check this. This is absolutely fine, I think. And... yeah, I think there's no issues from my end realistically here. Yeah, I don't think there's any issues from my end. So let's get into the fight, and I'm going to show you exactly what this composition does. Maybe it'll help me get a better score. We'll see in a moment. But yeah, let's go. Let's get into this fight now. So... obviously, you guys must have noticed there I didn't give the revolving anklet to Fianna, and there's a specific reason for that. We want Fianna to launch her special arts before she goes away. Before she loses out and she dies, we want to make sure she's able to effectively launch her special arts. And the reason for that is because of the effects that are on her special arts, which I'll show you in just a moment. So let's use this Spotlight, Leading Spear, Agios, of course, the usual shenanigans right here. I do hope that I survive. Fingers crossed, because there is a little bit of a concern that I might not survive if I do die. But let's see here. So we will do this. Yeah, I'm gonna just do this so that I get some survivability as well. We'll use Firebolt Strike and Holy Thrust here. So please go fast. It's a fast removal. There you go. Okay, 1 hit, 2 hits. That's fine. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now... the reason why I want to use Fianna's special arts here, this Fianna special arts here, is because of what she does here. She increases the damage received by AoE and single target attacks by 50%. And of course, because Otaro does not remove his debuffs, these debuffs will still be there towards the end of the fight, which is going to be very, very good. So let's continue on and let's start attacking with the others. And let's use Fianna's special arts. All right. Now, this, of course, does mean that we won't be able to get, of course... Finn's special arts off as a result of that, but this does give us that advantage that we needed for the fight itself, in my personal opinion, and I think that's way more important in all honesty. So let's keep attacking here. We'll use Sakuna, Holy Thrust as well. Thanks to Fianna, the older Fianna, this Fianna that's above on my screen and still alive, we are able to extend those status debuffs with no stress whatsoever. Otherwise, usually we would rely on, Haruhime most likely. But yeah, it is a different way of a different way of approaching the fight itself, basically. So let's buff everybody back up again. Agios, Indomitable Sword, Leading Spear, and Sakuna. So there we go. We are basically getting a getting the SAG charge back up and everything as well. So that's gonna be good. Leading Spear, beautiful. We'll use Holy Thrust, Firebolt Strike, Piercing Spear, and Migiri. Yeah, there we go. That way we're also extending it as well. Now, one thing I could do, right, and I might do this at the end of this turn, is instead of doing a thing with this, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a double special arts right now. I'm going to do the double special arts right now so that we can get the SAG charge going immediately with Finn as well. So that's going to help us tremendously. Now, instead of also extending with Haruhime, what I should probably do is use her Yaozu ability more as well, potentially, so that we can actually get a little bit more MP on Fianna so that she's not suffering, basically. I think that's going to be something that'll help massively, to be quite honest, and we want to try and take advantage of that. So let's do this as well. Holy Thrust goes off, beautiful. And now we can heal up. Yaozu goes off. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We'll use Holy Thrust there. I have Warblade and Piercing Spear. Okay. No issues there whatsoever. Come on. Give me the goods. Give me the goods. Surely we are going to be able to get to... No. Oh. Okay. That's not really too much of a problem, I feel. I feel like we're going to get away with it, to be quite honest. I don't really see it, too much of an issue there. It might have been a bit concerning, but I think we will be fine, to be quite honest. So let's see here. 1 second. I need to just double check. I'm going to use Migiri here. I wish I had something up. Okay, that's a little bit concerning. Okay, we're going to use Migiri here. We're going to use Migiri here. I know it's a little bit of a weird one, but I feel like using Migiri. Actually, no. I don't need to use Migiri here. No, 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 no. I don't need to use Migiri here because Piercing Spear, Leading Spear, Agios, Warblade. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Okay. Because I forgot that we can just reapply the debuffs. That's okay. Okay, heal up. There we go. Thank you. All right. Now we'll use we'll use that. We will use this Piercing Spear, Special Arts. There we go. Now we can relax. Now we relax. We breathe. We take it easy. Alright, Holy Thrust. Extend those status buffs, please. Thank you very much. Piercing Spear as well. Beautiful. Alright, heal up. There we go. Very, very nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, I was a bit concerned there. I'm going to use Migiri here again. Yeah? No, I'm going to use Yaozu. No, I'll use Yaozu and then I'll use Migiri. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Now, I think we will do a triple special arts on the end of turn 15, I think. I think that'll be the best way to go about it, I think. I think so, at least. I feel like that'll be the best thing to do. Alright, he's going very angry mode now, which is great. We will use Migiri here so that we can just get the extra debuffs, extensions and stuff as well. To make sure he's, you know, not in a position to combat us, basically. There we go. Okay. And let's see how much damage this does. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. And we can just use Yaozu or something to heal back up. It's a bit risky. I'm gonna just heal up again, just in case, because I don't wanna risk it. I don't wanna necessarily risk it, and I would rather make sure we're A-okay. We'll use Migiri next turn so that we can extend the status debuffs and buffs as well if need be. But I think we should be fine. So let's see. Come on. Let me just check this. So 5 turns of physical res down. That's not really a problem. This side, it looks fine. But yeah, I think this side looks fine. I'm just going to probably... Yeah, I think I'm going to just use Yaozu from here. I think that'll make sense. Honestly, I think that'll be the best way to go. So we're going to just use Yaozu now. Because yeah, we only have 1 turn after this. So we're A-okay from here. Yaozu goes off, and then we get some heals as well. And now we can use a triple special arts with all 3 of our characters, and we can expect a potentially better score here. I think I can probably get like 2 billion here, I feel. Especially considering the last time round we were a little bit all over the place. I feel like this was a much better one, to be quite honest. Why did Bell do less damage there? Did I lose some buffs on him? I think I must have lost some buffs on him. There's no way. I think I must have lost some buffs on him for sure, for sure. Probably we should have gone for Migiri then on turn 14 maybe. Because there's no way he would have done 2.5 million. I might have missed something. Did he lose something? Let me just check. He lost his light damage. Yeah, he lost his light damage. Okay, so I need to fix that as well. Okay, so that's the thing. That's the thing. This is the reason why I say, like, you get to learn a little bit more and you can improve. Obviously, this is still a high score, but we could have probably got an extra, like, 100 million immediately with Bell doing another 2.5 million score. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make sure I fix that for the next fight, basically, where I use Migiri on turn 14 with Haruhime instead. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video there. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the Otaro Record Buster. How are you guys faring? What teams are you guys running? Are you doing well? Could you guys be doing better? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.